Hi, I'm Vince Molinari, and welcome to FinTech TV. It is a true honor to have a dear friend, Jeff Hoffman, joining us today. Jeff, welcome, and thank you so much for joining today.
Vince, thank you. I am so excited to talk to you today.
Well, we haven't caught up in a while. There's going to be so much that I want to talk to, and we're going to have to get you back to do another segment. But the core we wanted to talk about today is FinTech TV, what we're doing and becoming a media sponsor for this July 14th, coming up real soon, for the ExO World Small Business Summit. And that's a partnership with ExO World, and Surviving 2020 and Creating a Thriving Future as the title. So much in that, and I had to read it all because it was such a great title and says so much. But with your vast experience, everything from being a founder of Priceline and UBid, the trials and tribulations, and we all look at the glory and the exits and applaud. But through that evolution, right, the challenges of the entrepreneur. So would love the fact that you could bring forward maybe a sneak preview of some of your thoughts and presentation, because you are a keynote and one of the marquee speakers coming up for the summit.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting time right now. Today, I also serve as the chairman of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. So we work with small businesses in 180 different countries, obviously all over this one. But every day I talk to hundreds of small business owners all over the world. That's all I've been doing. And it's an opportunity right now, not just to not just to survive, but to thrive, for businesses literally to repurpose their assets, to reinvent themselves during this time, to address what everybody's calling the new world. So while there are a lot of negatives, obviously, about this COVID period right now and all the disruption and chaos that it's caused, the truth is that disruption and chaos are the alarm clocks of innovators. That's what wakes up small business owners to say, how do I take advantage of what's happening around me, and how do I come out stronger? And that's what we're going to talk about on July 14th.
And I'm teasing from you a little bit there, Jeff. Want everybody to tune in again on July 14th to hear all of this. If you could give us a couple of nuggets, right? What do entrepreneurs, small businesses, how do they pivot? How do they adapt? What quick advice can you give them?
Sure, and that is what I'm going to talk about, something I call my 3 R's: repurpose, retool, and redeploy. And literally, what they do is map out their skills, talents, and assets. What do you offer the world today, pre-COVID, but just in general, on the left side, and on the right side, taking a look at the requirements of the new world. And so much has changed. We have all these new business requirements in the education industry, in online and virtual education, in work from home, in telemedicine. So it's all about mapping your existing skill set into a new set of business opportunities. And I have seen some small businesses make amazing leaps and bounds and dramatically grow, not shrink their business during this time.
Well, I want to touch on one thing, and not to embarrass you at all, Jeff, but I am such a huge fan of yours and just your openness. And it goes back to how we originally met. I doubt you even remember, but several years ago, you were on stage at George Washington University giving a talk, and I started to email you while you were still up there. And you were so open and engaging and an open heart to, who's this crazy guy emailing me? And you do that consistently. And I think it's really to the core of who you are. And I wanted to bring it forward because I do have travel envy as I see you making a difference all over the world as I follow you everywhere. But it's walking the walk. And if you could tell me a little bit about your personal philosophy, because I've gotten to experience it firsthand. But this trade-off between doing good, making money, this choosing one or the other, being binary. And, I think core to who you are is, how do you make other people's lives better by your own actions?
Well, thanks, Vince. I'm really glad you asked that, because I really think that's what it's all about, right? In the end, I would never want to be judged by the number of dollars I made. I'd love to be judged by the number of other people's lives I made better. And I realized that entrepreneurship's not a job, it's a mindset and a tool set. And it's the tool set of self-determination. It's the ability that small business owners, entrepreneurs have to design their own future, and frankly, the future of the world around them. And when I realized that I could use my skill set as an entrepreneur to design the life I wanted to live, I got blessed many times over. I've been able to live a life that honestly I never dreamed of. And so I felt like the cost of that, the payback for that is teaching as many people as we can how to live their best life, how to create their epic life. And it's just coincidental that the skill set required to create an epic life, to design one, is entrepreneurship. So I kind of made a commitment for the rest of my life to teach the skills of self-determination to as many people all over the world as we can. That's why you often see me in a different country every week. If we teach people how to help themselves and how to design their future, I think that the ripple effect of that, I love it when there's people that I've taught how to create a profitable business so that they can take care of the people around them, and so that they can attain that not only economic freedom, but the ability to solve problems. Some problems simply just take funding to solve. So building profitable businesses out of ideas so that you can take care of the people in your life and you can improve the world around you is a great formula. And when people contact me and say, now I've succeeded and I'm paying that forward and teaching more people how to create what they want and how to make the world around them better, that's what gets me up every single morning. So thank you for asking that. I think it's important that every entrepreneur reach back and take the hand of somebody behind you and pull them forward.
The multiplier effect, or the ultimate exponentiator, Jeff, truly, on behalf of myself and so many that you've inspired and helped make their lives better so that they could multiply, thank you. And truly, thank you for coming on today to hear more of this great positioning and insights from Jeff. And I've got to read it again to make sure I get it all right. The ExO World Business Summit, in partnership with ExO World, surviving 2020 and creating a thriving future. And we'll have a link up on that and registration, but don't miss it. It's going to be terrific. Jeff, thank you again for being so gracious with your time and shedding some insight with us today.
Thank you very much, Vince, and thank you for all that you do.
My pleasure, my friend.